everyone, this is Chen with Community Real Estate Group, a part of Pearson Smith Realty. I wanted to do a special video just for first-time homebuyers, since I know the thought of purchasing a new home can be overwhelming. For someone like me who's helped first-time homebuyers many times over, it's a very easy process and systematic. So here are 7 easy steps to lay out the home buying process. Number 1, know your timeline. If you have a deadline or a lease that ends, make sure you give yourself a month prior for the loan process to go through. 3 weeks minimum is what's really required for a loan to go through, but most loans will take about a month to 45 days to close. So in addition to this month for the loan to go through, you also want to tack on however long you think it will take to seriously finding a home. If you have time to dedicate or aren't too picky, maybe give yourself a couple of weeks to a month. If you have a busy life or tend to be pickier, then maybe you need to give yourself 2 months or more. I would say most people start about 2 to 3 months before their deadline. Number 2, get pre-approved. Many of you will be excited to start looking for homes. However, this is oftentimes putting the cart before the horse. First of all, you don't know if you're actually even going to be qualified, unfortunately. Secondly, you need to know how much home you can actually afford. We can be out looking for weeks, looking for a $500,000 townhome. Come to find out you can only afford $400,000. So we'll just end up wasting both of our times. So that's why it's important to get the letter first. The lender will also help you figure everything out. What type of loan, how much down payment works best for you, what your monthly mortgage will be. And I work with great lenders and I can hook you up. The next one is auto email. Basically, you just tell me what your criteria is after you find out how much home you can afford. What's the max budget? What's the location you're looking for? How many minimum bedrooms and bathrooms do you require? What's the minimum square footage you require? Things like that. Many of you love to use Zillow and other sites, and that's fine to do, but for whatever reason, the sites are not always accurate or up to date. So this is where I set you up on an auto email. And this is a database where the information comes straight from MLS, which all realtors use. So it's the most real-time information you can get, and you'll only be getting active properties. So you want to start looking at the descriptions and the pictures. So the next step is the properties. This is actually where you're going to be able to start shopping. So just send me the addresses of the homes that you like best, and I'll schedule the showings. A couple of hints during the seller's market right now. If there's something that you see coming on the market and it just was on for a few days, you want to try to go see it right away, either that day or the next day. Sometimes what comes on the market on a Thursday, it'll be gone by Monday. So also, if you see homes that are kind of lingering on the market several weeks, then you can just see it on the weekend or when your time permits. The next step is the offer. So this is where we really get into the nitty-gritty of the offer. You basically, when you tell me the property that you want, that you're interested in putting an offer on, I will run comps for you, so you can have an idea of what the home is actually worth. Perhaps the listing agent overpriced it, underpriced it, or maybe it's just right. But this is something we should know. Also, I'll call the listing agent to find out if there's any offers in hand or any impending offers to come. This is important to know because you want to know how much of a competitive offer you want to put in so you can win the offer. Other parts to consider is you want to figure out if you're going to ask the seller to pay for any closing costs, pay for the home warranty, if you're going to waive any home inspection or appraisal contingencies. And these are all the parts that I'll walk you through. The next step is the ratified contract. So this gets detailed and all, but basically the general overview is that you want to provide an earnest money deposit that will go towards your down payment later. You'll receive HOA and condo docs to ensure that this is the community that you actually want to live in based on the rules and regulations. You'll do a home and radon inspection and negotiate if there's any repair request you'll be asking of the seller. You'll do a termite inspection, and then you'll also be waiting for the appraisal loan to come in. And that helps you figure out if the home is actually valued at what your contract offer is, all while your loan is going through. Your lender will also be asking you for a ton of documents during this process to get you to loan approval. The final step is walkthrough and settlement. Basically, you want to make sure at the walkthrough that all the repairs that you requested of the seller are completed and that the home is substantially in the same condition as when you put in the offer or when you did your home inspection. After this, you go to settlement. You should have received a settlement statement ahead of time that shows you the home price, the loan price, all your closing costs, fees, any seller credits you might have gotten, and how much money you basically need to bring to the table. And after you sign 1 million documents, you're the proud owner of a beautiful home. So I hope you found this video helpful. I love working with first-time home buyers. So please contact me at 703-625-4779, or you can email me at jinchen@gmail.com. Or you can also check me out at my website, communitygroupsells.com, or check out my YouTube videos on my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to work with you.